Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Latoya here, and today I'm doing a mukbang. Here we are on day 10,052 of quarantine. Oh my gosh, starting to get depressed. Tired of being in the house. Really bored. Tired of going to the grocery store, getting cute, just to go to the grocery store. I'm eating king crab ATL. I already kind of started eating. I was kind of hungry. This is what it looks like. I got lobster tail, shrimp, corn, potatoes, crab clusters. Did I say shrimp already? I don't know. I'm just gonna do a rundown because you guys keep asking me to release the footage for my surgery, and I'm just gonna do a rundown right now because it's kind of repetitive to keep answering the same questions. I am gonna release the vlog, but it's just a lot to edit, so, and I really don't have that kind of time right now. I do, but I don't. I'm still working on wigs and stuff, so like I kind of do have the time, but I don't. And yeah, so where did I have surgery? I had surgery in Cali, Colombia. That's in South America. Who is my doctor? My doctor is Dr. Carlos Velasco, and he's not really a popular doctor, and I'm going to tell you why. He is, but he isn't. So mainly the only people that really know about him is like, okay, he's like a word of mouth doctor. So like a lot of girls don't want to tell you who they went to, or you know, whatever. But yeah, so he's a word of mouth doctor. A lot of the girls he has done are like Instagram famous, or they're bartenders, dancers, models, and they don't want to tell you who they went to. It's rare that somebody will share that they went to him, but yeah. So I went to Dr. Carlos Velasco in Cali, Colombia, and he does have an Instagram. I'll link it below. But yeah, that's who my doctor was. One of the main reasons why I'm not really, like, when people ask me, I'm like, just wait till I drop the video, because one thing that you have to realize is you have to find a doctor who is good with your body type. You have to do your research. Like, you can't just say, oh, Asia looks good, I'm gonna go to her doctor. It doesn't work like that. You need to make sure that he does people that have your same body type good. Like, my doctor is a phenomenal doctor. You need to make sure that, you know, he does your body type good. That's why I'm just like, whenever people ask me who my doctor is, I'm like, do your research. I mean, not to be mean, but it's like you really have to do your research. You can't just say, I'm going to him. Like, no, you need to find other people that went to him, which is kind of hard. But you know, I don't know, but do your research. I literally did my research for 3 years, and yeah, so do your research. What did I get done? I got lipo, inner thigh lipo. Okay, I got inner thigh liposuction on my stomach, my back, my sides. I got my fat, my fat was transferred to my hips and to my butt to shape it better. And what I asked for was heart shape, big in the hips. I told him before I went to my surgery, when he marked me up and took my pictures, I was like, okay, big butt, hips, heart shape. And he started laughing. But yeah, Dr. Velasco is a sweetheart. And he's literally like the best. He has 19 years of experience. And he literally made me feel so comfortable being his patient. And I was honestly glad that I chose him, because a lot of doctors wouldn't have taken the time how he did. So I was really grateful to have chosen him. What recovery house did I stay at? I stayed at Amy's recovery house in Cali, Colombia. Amy was so freaking awesome. Her staff was awesome. Monica, Paula, and Lena, those are typically the people that I was in close works with, and they like work with me every day. Isabella, I love Isabella. That's Amy's daughter. She was very helpful to me as well. She took me to she picked me up from my post-op. We went to get the juices that I needed for the day after, well, the day of surgery, because when I woke up from anesthesia, I couldn't really, I was only supposed to do mango juice and water so I could urinate before I left the hospital. That's the recovery house I stayed at. Most people stay at Airbnbs, but I chose to stay at a recovery house because they feed you 3 times a day. You have 24-hour nurse care. They take you to your appointments. They take you anywhere else that you need to go. And pretty much I didn't have to worry about anything. When I got there, I was like, well, the people that stayed in the recovery house, she was like, what time is your post-op appointment? And I'm like, I mean, not my post-op, my exam, my blood work, my exams. And I was like, I don't know. So when I got there, Lena was like, she's one of the nurses. She's a night nurse. Lena said, you have an appointment tomorrow at 8:30 for your blood work. And I'm like, oh, okay. So like, Amy set everything up with Dr. Velasco's office. My massages, they told her what times. My blood work, my exams before my surgery, they told her what time. Like my appointments with Dr. Velasco, they told her what time. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Great recovery house. I highly recommend staying at Amy's recovery home. They are freaking awesome. Backstory to me being in Colombia. So like, I feel like I went at the wrong time. I wish I would have went earlier. However, everything happens for a reason and it's okay. But due to coronavirus, I had to leave 2 days early just so I wouldn't get stuck in Colombia. And when I tell you, like, oh my gosh, I was walking through the airport, like having to act like I was okay, which I was fine. I didn't feel like crazy or anything, but it was just like, oh my gosh, like if you show any hints of anything, they will keep you in Colombia. And luckily, when I got through customs, when I got to Colombia, I didn't say surgery. I said I was there for medical tourism. So that could pretty much be anything. But clearly, if I'm walking through the airport with compression socks on and a BBL pillow, they're gonna know something happened. So I had to walk as straight as possible. I had to act like I was fine, like nothing was wrong, because I needed to get out of Colombia so I can get back home. But yeah, had to leave Colombia early. Had to book another flight, which was $800 one way because of everything that was going on. And it's so funny that I'm glad I did leave, because my flight for Saturday was canceled, which is so crazy, but my flight was canceled. So, and I didn't even know that until like Friday, and I'm like, oh gosh, glad I got out of there and left, because I would have been stuck. So that's that. When you're having surgery, make sure you have some extra money, because like that incident, like anything can happen. You just never know. Just don't come with just your surgery money, your recovery house money, and a little bit of extra money. Like I did bring extra money because I was gonna get fajas out there. The faja that I'm wearing is from Skin Look, which I really, really love, but now it's too big, so I'm waiting on my new AFA. It comes Wednesday. But you just gotta have extra money for other things. Like, just, I didn't even know my doctor was going to require for me to like have juices and stuff like this. So you just gotta make sure you have extra money. Like, but it's so crazy because I had everything packed, which I'm gonna do a what's in my surgery bag video too. I recorded that, and I literally packed so much stuff that what I see other girls needed, and I didn't even need half of that stuff. My doctor provided a lot of that stuff, and I didn't know that he was gonna give me most of that stuff. But yeah, so I packed way too much, and I didn't even need half of that stuff. Definitely going back to Colombia this year, hopefully when all this is over. Not just yet, but like before the year's over, I'm gonna go again. Definitely want to get my teeth done there. I'm looking at 2 doctors, Dr. Andres Garcia, which like he actually I've been in communication with him a lot. And there's another doctor, but most likely Andres Garcia. Dr. Latoya, he's really, really good, but I just don't think I'm ready to drop like that much money on teeth, because I'm gonna get composite resins. I don't want to file down my teeth. I don't want veneers. I'm too young. My teeth are healthy. Well, I do have some cavities. My teeth are healthy and they're fine. I don't want to file them down, and then a few years later I'm like, oh, I don't want veneers anymore. Well, baby girl, you gotta get them done again because you have veneers and your teeth are shaved down. So that's the difference between composite veneers and veneers. Veneers, they shave your tooth down, your tooth structure down. I used to be a dental assistant, so this is how I know a lot of this too. They shave your tooth down to get the structure, and then they put a veneer over top. And I don't want to do that. I want to be able to keep my normal teeth, so maybe a little filing and then place the veneer, but I'm not trying to get veneers. So definitely want to go to Colombia to get my teeth done. Go back. My doctor slayed my body. Like, I be having, okay, so this is real, I be having body dysmorphia. Some days when I look at myself, I'm like, oh, I don't like this, or well, this looks weird, or I'm only 3 weeks post-op now. I need to cool out.
Relax.
Because you don't see full results until like 3 to 6 months. So I need to relax. I'm like, oh my God. This is me. Oh my God, my butt is too big. Oh my God, my butt looks weird. Oh my God. It's too small. Like, the most. Don't be like me and have body dysmorphia. I've seen a lot of people, girls, go through this too. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I was gonna be optimistic and not, you know, but I'm fine. My body looks great. And I'll be wilding. In total, my surgery was $4,200. I added inner thigh lipo, which I see a difference. I do see a difference, but yeah, I should have added arm lipo, which I'm getting my breast done, so I'm gonna get arm lipo with my implants, when I get implants. I'm hoping that I can find somebody that'll do both at the same time. Definitely need arm lipo. And I always be making jokes like, girl, you should have did the arms too. I should have did the arms too, for real. It just looks so weird. I mean, my arms don't look that big, but I don't know. I just feel like they can be smaller. I was gonna just get in the gym and work them off. That's why I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna do arm lipo. I'm just gonna get inner thigh lipo and call it a day. And I'll work out my arms. Cause like they're not that big. So I'm like, I'll just work them out. No, should have got arm lipo. So if I don't know. I'm gonna work out and see what happens. Probably not gonna work out. I don't know. But yeah, definitely need arm lipo. And I'm gonna get implants and a lift. I'm thinking about going to Dr. Altman or Dr. Arkra. But I don't know yet. And they're both in Miami. Definitely doing my breasts in Georgia if I can find a good doctor, like Atlanta, Alpharetta, somewhere in this area. Or going to Miami. I did get arm lipo. I mean, I got armpit lipo. So like where this is, I got a lipo there. Because I hate it when I put like something on and I have this fat piece there. I was like, hey, get this right here too. And he's like, all right, he marked it up. So I was like, cool. Really happy with my results thus far. And I wouldn't have went anywhere else. I wouldn't have chose any other doctor. However, I was gonna go to Dr. Luis Plazas. He's in Cali, Colombia too. I was gonna go to him. I looked at Dr. Mejio too. I even looked at Dr. Duran. She's in DR, but just with everything, like I personally don't feel comfortable going to DR. Now, if I was to get a second round, definitely going to DR. But I don't think I'm getting a second round now. Like I'm just like, I don't know. But I keep sitting on this butt. I'm gonna have to go to DR because I keep sitting down. Which my doctor's like, you can sit, like nothing's gonna be wrong. But yeah, as the swelling goes down, my butt is getting smaller, but I'm like, whatever. Like I understand that was gonna happen. My butt wasn't gonna stay huge. Okay, so it's gonna go to Plazas, it's gonna go to Mejio, it's gonna go to Duran. Those are like the other doctors that I was looking at. Dr. Mejio's in Miami. Dr. Duran's in DR. But I just, something about Dr. Velasco that I felt comfortable with. Like they're very responsive. If you have any questions, they get you right back. Like they're just overall awesome. Okay, post-op. So why I'm saying like I went at the wrong time to get surgery is because coronavirus has all the clinics closed. So I'm not able to get a massage with my masseuse, Lydia. She's located on Jimmy Carter Boulevard here in Atlanta, and I'm not able to get a massage right now. So that's kind of like saddening because all the facilities like that had to close because they're not essential, supposedly. That's essential because I need a massage. And not able to get a massage right now. So I'm kind of depressed about that. Having to do self massages at home. And that's enough. But yeah, I didn't even finish telling y'all what happened to me in the airport. Sorry, I'm all over the place. When I got to Bogota, Colombia, because I had a flight from Cali to Bogota to Atlanta on the way back, so I was trying to get out with Delta. My first flight, when I got to Bogota, I was like, like I'm feeling weird. Like I don't, and you know, okay, so when I got off the plane in Colombia, they were doing checking temperatures, and I'm like, So I was like, oh God, like I don't want anybody to think I'm sick or something that's wrong with me. I'm just feeling like weird because I just had surgery like last week and I'm swelling, and I just didn't want them to look at me crazy. So I go to a store and I'm using my best Spanish, get around to international, and they're like pointing to customs, and I'm like, fuck. So I walked up to customs and he was like, boarding pass, and I couldn't find my boarding pass. I was digging through my stuff, so I had to go and show him my mobile boarding pass, but I had so much stuff in my hand that I don't know. So need I remind you, when you go through customs to go back into like the international airport, you have to go through security again. So Need to remind you that I just bought the water. I was gonna sit down and drink the water at my gate, which I had already drank the Pepsi because I was feeling lightheaded. So I'm like, okay, this will raise my sugar. They ended up taking my water, and I'm like, freak. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Let them take my water. Walk through, everything's fine. As I'm walking through, I see Colombian police with some big guns in the airport. I'm like, keep walking, keep walking, walking. Got to my gate, sat down, and I was like, where's my phone? Left my damn phone in the bin at customs. And then I remind you, the walk from that gate to customs was probably like 3 minutes. But to me, for somebody who just had surgery, who's feeling lightheaded, who's feeling like they're gonna pass out, that walk felt like an hour. I'm being dramatic, but yeah. So I ended up going back, and I was like, I don't even know if this is the right word. I was like, telefona? I think that's what I said. I don't even know what the fuck I said, honestly. It won't right. I don't think, because that's not even the word. So I was like, telefone or something like that. I don't even know what I said, honestly. I'm being dramatic. But they had it in the bin. They was holding it, and I was like, that's mine. So he turned the phone around, and he was telling me to put my passcode in. So I put my passcode in and gave him my phone. So then I went back to the gate, sat down, and I saw a gift shop across, and I'm like, oh, let me go get a water because I'm about to pass out for real. So I had some time to, like, you know, relax and calm down, and gather my thoughts, breathe. But yeah, so from there, you know, I boarded my plane to go to Atlanta. Need I remind you, that's like a 4-hour and 20-minute flight. However, I kept myself occupied by listening to music, and then for the last 2 hours or so, I watched Harriet. And oh my gosh, that flight felt like an eternity. I was ready to get off that plane. But when I got to Atlanta, I got through customs. They were pretty chill. In the U.S. border, I guess border control, customs, the officer was like, oh, so what were you doing in Colombia? I was like, got a new butt. He started laughing. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, yeah. It was crazy trying to get back over here with all the stuff that's going on, like coronavirus, and being like that, you not able to fully, you know, recover how you want. And yeah, I need a freaking massage right now, which I did find a masseuse that is doing mobile massages, but yeah, I need to go ahead and do that. But post-op is very important, just as important as the surgery. Yeah, so let me go ahead and run down the cost. My recovery house for, like, it was, how many days did I say? 11 days was $825. Deposit was $200. Surgery is $4,200. That does include inner thigh lipo. Your price will be cheaper if you don't get inner thigh lipo. I got inner thigh lipo, that was $400 extra. So $4,200. I paid $500 deposit. When I got there, I paid the rest. My faja, when I got in Colombia, my faja was about $58, I think. Or 50 something. Some skin look. Other miscellaneous things, just make sure you have extra money because you never know what could happen when you're in another country, and you just need to make sure you have extra money. OMG. I have a whole vlog, the whole experience. My doctor does use epidural, so I got an epidural, and I had an IV. So they put the medicine in the IV. And all I remember was sitting there, and the girl, she came up, she put my medicine in there. And I was like, you trying to put me to sleep? And she started laughing. And next thing I knew, I felt like I fell on her. Like, I was like, ooh. And then like I got my epidural, and they told me to lay down. I was out. I don't remember anything else after that. I did wake up during surgery. When I woke up during surgery, like I was looking at the anesthesiologist. I'm looking at him like, he was looking at the monitor, and I'm like, moving my head like, can you put me back to sleep, sir? But I did wake up during surgery. A lot of people say they do. And I don't remember going back to sleep, but I feel like I was up for like a good minute and a half because I'm looking at him like, can you put me back to sleep? However, did not feel anything. I just felt myself like moving, but I didn't feel any pain or anything. Yeah. Post-op too, I do have to wear my faja like 23 hours a day. Literally only take my faja off to wash it, to take a shower, to get a massage. Literally in this faja all day. I do need to start compressing more, which I'm like waiting to freaking get a massage so I can start putting my other stuff in my faja, like, which I know I should already be. But literally like ab board, backboard, foams. But my measurements right now, like before surgery, my waist was like, I think it was a 34. My hips and stuff was like a 44. Now my waist is like a 31 when I measured it the other day. And my hips is like a 45, 46, no, 45 or something. But do I believe in the fluff theory? Yes. And I know when I fluff, I might have a bigger butt. Why I did not go to Miami. Miami takes out 4 liters. I had more than 4 liters that I wanted him to take out of me. So I was like, yeah, not going to Miami. Colombia, I did all my research with Colombia doctors. I knew which recovery house I wanted to stay at. I knew which doctors I wanted to go to. I knew whose results looked like what. I knew who was a hit. I knew who was a miss. Like, I just been doing so much research on Colombia doctors. So I knew for sure that I was probably going to Colombia because I felt the most comfortable going to Colombia. DR, I also looked, other than Duran, I also, at one point, I was gonna go to Dr. Cabral. Dr. Cabral, I had too much shit going on. He does excellent, amazing work, but not to say that this would happen to me, but my man's be having some deaths. But love his work. He's amazing. He's a great artist. He's good at what he does, and they call him the king for a reason. But I was just really scared with how they were practicing, and some girls even said that when they woke up, it wasn't him doing the surgery. So, you know, I wasn't trying to encounter anything, and I wanted to go to somebody who I knew was going, that I was going to feel safe with, and I felt very safe with Dr. Velasco. But yeah, I was scared to go to DR. Yeah, if I was to go for round 2 to DR, I'd probably go to Dr. Cynthia Disla or Decina. I think it's Decina, Dr. Decina. He's been going ham lately, but I've been seeing other stuff, girls posting stuff about him too, so I'm like, I don't know. But Dr. Decina is really good. Dr. Soto is one of the doctors I was gonna go to before, but I don't know. Extremely happy with the choice that I made. I even got to a point to where I couldn't decide on which doctor I was going to. I started pulling names out of a hat. I picked the name out of a hat 4 times, and it was Dr. Mejio. But I decided not to go. And then Dr. Mejio is now like in the 7,000s, and when I got a quote from him, it was 5,500. Not that, you know, for how I wanted to look, I mean, you know, definitely gonna deliver. However, 700, I mean, I think he's at 7,500, 7,100, somewhere in there. $7,000, and I'm probably gonna need around 2. So a lot of girls that he did that look bomb, but they got revisions already. I just wasn't. And no doctor is perfect, and you know, once you place the fat, it's like, okay, that fat could die, could survive, but asymmetrics aren't guaranteed, and that's just it is what it is. And that's sometimes that has nothing to do with the doctor. When they shape it up in the surgery room, it looks fine, but when you get home and start doing post-op and you're sitting on your butt or whatever else, then you might lose some fat. So that's just one of the things with surgery that we have to realize too. I felt like the body goals that I had were very realistic, and I showed him a picture of myself, of how I wanted to look. I edited it, and I showed him how I wanted to look, and delivered that. So yeah, I think my butt was probably, well, I didn't show him my butt picture at all. I just showed him that I really wanted hips, like really curved hips. Everything was everything, and my journey is my journey. My experience is my experience. We may not all have the same experience. Some people have good experiences with doctors. Some people have bad experiences with doctors and recovery houses and whatever else. But that was my experience. I'm glad that I did everything the way that I did do it. Coming out of surgery, I don't remember being in pain. I remember feeling fat. Was not in pain, I think, because the anesthesia was still there. I got to my recovery house. I was talking shit to the girls like, y'all told me it was gonna be easy. So I don't know if I was feeling pain or not. I don't even remember. I was probably just talking out of my head. But I had dinner. That came to my room. They was talking to me, asking me how everything went. But met some wonderful, cool ladies in my recovery house. And we're gonna link soon as all this is over. We're gonna go to Cali to one of the girls' houses. We're gonna turn up and have fun with our new bodies. Some of them was already lit though. This is literally the best freaking money that I've ever spent. I look at this as an investment. I invested in myself, in my happiness. Not that getting my body done was like, you know, whatever. Like, it wasn't gonna change anything of how I felt about me, but it was just gonna change my outside appearance, and I was gonna look better, which I've been wanting to do this for years. You'll also see in my video too why I got it done. I even like freaking cried in the video. When I say I overpacked, I literally probably spent $500 on post-op stuff, like diapers, Chuck's pads. I had to get dresses to wear for after, which, oh my gosh, I got tight dresses, bodycon dresses. You need a maxi loose dress because it was so hard to pull that over my head, especially with them having to like raise my arms to get the dress off of me. Oh my gosh. Because I did get the armpit lipo. My arms were kind of sore. Oh yeah, don't be like me. Get loose maxi dresses. I was just getting little knickknacks and stuff that I saw that they said I needed. I already spent $500 and didn't even need to. My doctor did give me stage 1 faja and a stage 2 faja, which I wear that stage 2 faja. I mean that stage 1 faja like maybe for like 3 days. And then I put on my stage 2. Or maybe like, maybe 2 days. And then I put on stage 2. I first put that stage 2 faja on. That shit was tight. And then just imagine you're sore, you having to put something on your body to compress yourself. And it's uncomfortable, and I had to sleep on my stomach, and it was a lot. I'm still having to sleep on my stomach because when I lay on my butt for too long, I start to feel like pressure there. So I don't sleep on my butt, which as you can see I'm sitting now. However, I'm sitting forward, so I'm sitting like on my thighs, but I still sit on my butt too. Long room. Wish I had more shrimp. I know they say, well, it's a lot of stuff you're not supposed to do, and eating seafood is one, but I needed this. So I'm gonna show you my body now at 3 weeks post-op. I have my faja on, as you can see. That's gonna stay there. He went crazy on the hips, for sure, for sure. He went freaking bananas. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to eventually upload the videos for my actual in the moment experience for my surgery. However, like I said before, it's just a lot to edit, and it's gonna be like a few parts because I tried to edit it the other day and it was a lot. So please forgive me, which, you know, I like doing YouTube. I like, you know, editing my videos and stuff, but I like to make sure that they're edited correctly and not just thrown together just to put something out. So I'm gonna say that it will be out this week, the first part. It's a lot of footage, like I said. It's a lot for me to upload. I still have work to do. LetUsSlayTheBrand. Still having to work. I can still ship out. I'm not taking any appointments, but I still have to work and get people's orders out. So yeah, but I hope that answered most of your questions that you did have. If it didn't, I'm sure that the videos that I have to come will help. And if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. Yeah, even though I've been telling people the video's coming, but that's why I just did this video today, because I'm like, okay, well, this will help and it'll alleviate some of the questions, because my inbox is like filled with questions, orders, just a lot of stuff. So this will alleviate some of that for me. But thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, make sure you also turn the post notification bell on so you can know when the next video is uploaded, because it is going to upload this week. I'm not sure which day yet, but I am going to upload it this week. So turn your post notification bell on so you can know when that video is up. And that's it.